All right. Yeah. I mean, everyone's scoring points. That's a huge step. I mean, obviously you need 10 guys scoring points, and then I think everyone but one scored bonus points. I think we had 9 pins. Kind of been talking about, kind of 10 pins being the mark in those tournaments. You have 10 pins. It's like a champion without bonus points. So that's huge. But yeah, I mean, I expect us to be where we're at. Some people are like, oh, a real good performance, but I think there's a lot still left. There were some really good things. I mean, there's some things that I like, man, some signs of guys really making a jump. Blockus got beat in his first match, and came back and got 6th place. Beat an All-American on the backside. So there's a lot to build off of there. I think Carter Isley, that's the best he's performed. Won some big matches, but how he did it too. Just showing some grit and toughness, going underneath the guy a few extra times, and you just can see that kind of build, and you see that confidence kind of building. We had a guy win the Gregorian Award. 4 pins for him. That's huge for bonus points, but just for our team, guy going out and being able to do that, put guys away, and wrestling that many matches where you can get 4 pins, and he won a really tough match that went the distance. So being able to know that he can do that too, I think is really important. Looking up and down the lineup, and I talked about a few of the guys. 33 Skidlarzik, I mean, he is right there. He's the guy that got 3rd for Nebraska. He just beat him 2 weeks ago. So he's right there in the matches that he lost where, it's one position, and that's the thing is what we're trying to tell our guys is you just got to keep winning the next position, right? And you got to win as many of those times as you can. You got to win as many of those battles as you can because you don't know which one's going to make the difference. Even on that front side, really close to having a takedown, hopefully next year they'll have video review on all the matches. They did it. They did it after the quarterfinals, and something that we talked about because every match is important. Every match is a big deal. You have some matches where some of those first round matches. I mean, Blockus wrestled Chad Red first match, and then they wrestle on the backside for he decides going to go for 3rd and 4th or 5th and 6th. So every match is important, and I think if we have video review there, we win that match. Not that I'm bitter about it at all, but made good response. We had 8 guys wrestle on the second day. That's huge. Max, man, have a chance to be in the finals. They talk about one position. We're one position from being in the finals, and I think from being the champion. But close isn't quite enough yet. We're not to where we're going to pat ourselves on the back that we're close. I'm very encouraged with our performance up and down the lineup. I'm very encouraged with the things that I'm seeing. A guy like Gertz making it to the second day, winning some matches, being able to grit some things out. You start to see that confidence really start to build. A guy like Yant who went out and competed hard, and really, the one match it's one position. He has a cross knee. If he gets that cross knee, he's probably up 6-0. And then you lose the match. So we got to figure out how it's not just maybe me or him in one position. We got to get it so it's more and more where there's no variance at all, right? But encouraged with what I saw. Bryce got to be able to get to legs, got to penetrate. That guy is very, very stout defensively. And I think he's upset himself because he dive roll. He's like, what am I doing dive rolling there? I don't need to do that because, get your dang foot back and square back up. And so, he's kicking himself a little bit, which that's okay. You learn. I'd rather have that lesson learned right now. A guy gets a single leg up, then, the next time we don't dive roll underneath the guy. We square our hips back up, we get the foot back down to the mat, and then we squash him like he did in the first period. But, good performance. Would obviously like to be the champ there. 84, Lou, man, he scraps. I mean, him and Bolin had a couple. I mean, I think both matches were like 10-9 or 12-10 or something. I mean, just a lot of points getting scored. And for him, just the more and more he mixes it up, standing out in front of a guy, yeah, that's not him. He needs to be able to mix it up more, and he's got incredible attacks. Just being able to finish a few more of them. 97, bonus points. He had a pin. It was great for Glazer. Stepping in for Hogg right now and going out and competing his tail off. And then I thought Carter wrestled great. It's 6 guys place, 8 in the second day. So there's a whole lot to build off of. But like I kind of told the guys, I said, there's still a lot of meat left on that bone, and we got to pick every little piece off, and that's what we're going to go back to work and do. This week, you and I open. Probably be a little bit limited in the group that will wrestle, because we had a lot of guys wrestle 6-7 matches, and really get a good group ready for Midlands. We get 18 guys there, and I'm getting ahead of myself, but as a coach, that's what you're looking to, man. There's some skill things. Our defense needs to get better. Head position needs to get better. Those are pretty common themes across. Collar, where our ties are. Over top way too much. So those are things that we're going to clean up as a group, and then individually we're just going to continue to get better. But I know our team's encouraged, and they know that they have a lot more left to give. And so I think if you and I wrestling fan, and we appreciate the fans that came out there, you should be excited for the rest of the season. And we had a group wrestle up at Buena Vista too. 3 guys won championships there. We had a lot of guys. I think 9 of the 11 guys that went placed. Everyone won matches. I haven't got to see any of the video yet. I mean, the good thing, and I'll say this, I didn't have a chance to sit down. We had guys wrestling almost the whole time, and I like that a lot more than having a lot of time to sit and watch. I want our guys out there competing, so it was kind of one guy after another, and that's good. I mean, I'm glad I feel that way. I'm glad I'm exhausted after that tournament instead of, man, I got a lot of energy left. I'm exhausted, but I'm excited and ready to get back to work, and I think that's how the whole group feels. You and I open Saturday at 9 o'clock. Don't really know who's going to be in the tournament yet. I'll know a lot more as kind of people start to enter. It could be a real good tournament. It could be a small tournament. I mean, I don't really know who's going to show up. I can tell you, like I said, it'll be a little bit limited for us, just because that's a brutal tournament. I think that's the best in-season tournament. I don't think there's a doubt that it's the deepest and best in-season tournament, because I think there's maybe 8 of the top 15 teams, 12 or 13 of the top 20. Yeah, so great event, good showing for us. Not great showing, but the great showings are coming, though. Let's see, the 3 champs. I had Briscaglia. We had Briscaglia, Parker, and Tyrell won. Let's see who we had for third. Caleb got third. Derek Hochschlag got third. Pat Schoenfelter got third. So, I mean, a lot of guys placing, a lot of guys scoring matches, guys going out and competing, and I really liked how our guys competed. They competed their asses off from start to finish, and that's all I ask guys to do. We're going to get better technically, but, man, when guys compete like that, then we can be okay with it, and we just got to keep letting it fly. But I know guys, and talking with guys where they're at, they're ready to get back to work. And, for a lot of these guys, the next competition will be Midlands, and another great opportunity to go show you're one of the best guys in the country. So, I guess any questions? I was 2 for 2 in challenges, just in case anyone was wondering. I'm perfect. I'm perfect in my tournament challenges so far. But I guess football, go get another W, right? Go out to Virginia and get a W and go make the semifinals. Yeah, I don't know if any fans out there, go out there, go get out there and support the Panthers. I think they're a purple team, right, too? All right, well, we got a better purple. Go Panthers.